I'm gonna start off
Pretty
with
much
Wiggler.
awesome.
So yeah, hello guys, and welcome to another stream. And I am doing another Mario Kart tournament stream, and you're welcome to join. The tournament code is, I think it's in, yep, it's in the description and on the live stream. So yeah, have you joined yet?
What is up? I'm going to join the tournament right now.
And yeah, Demeech is here too.
You know what they say? All toasters toast toast.
But yeah, now I'm actually not doing it at a hotel room. I'm actually doing it from the comfort of my own home, or should I say, Hero's Hideaway.
That is perfect, considering you are Captain Olimar.
Yeah, I feel like right now, at least, I've been more obsessed with Pikmin 4 than like the Mario RPGs and Paper Mario.
You know, if I'm being honest, I think I have a problem because Pikmin 4 is a game I haven't played a lot of games like excessively in a very long time. But Pikmin 4, I've been playing that so much. I played it so much on Monday that my neck got stiff because I was staring at the TV
Hmm.
screen and playing the game all day. But that goes to show how good it is. Like, I'm legitimately impressed.
Yeah, I would have to say like, um, recently there's actually been quite a lot of genuinely good Nintendo games. Like set aside stuff like Switch Sports and Mario Strikers Battle League. We've been getting things like Everybody Want to Switch. No, but in all seriousness though, like Pikmin 4, Tears of the Kingdom, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the RPG remake. We've been getting quite a lot recently.
Jack Attack, why didn't I include your level? I tried to include as many levels as I possibly could have, and there were some that I thought I recorded footage of, but surprisingly didn't have. But I apologize if your level wasn't featured, but if I do a follow-up, I'm definitely making some community post sharing levels because there was one level based on Mario 64 I thought I included in the video, but I ended up not having the footage for it. But yeah, although I will say, going back to Everybody Want to Switch, it's really not that bad.
Yeah,
It's your average run-of-the-mill party game. It's like $30. It's not great, but at the same time, it's not anything horrible.
it does look like a slight step up from the original 1-2 Switch in terms of them being game-like. I know it still doesn't really look like that much of a game, but it does look a little more involved than the original 1-2 Switch from what I've seen.
I'm surprised it got a sequel to begin with, but at the same time,
Yeah.
just judging the game based on what I've played, there's some fun to be had, but it's not something I would play frequently. The thing is, I was thinking of making a video about it, but there really isn't much interesting about it. At least with Switch Sports, you had things like the Sports Mates and just the botched launch of the game, but there's not really any of that for Everybody Want to Switch. But this has been a great year for Nintendo.
Yeah, I would have to say, like, this year is just as good, if not better, than 2017.
I would agree. I would say that it's better than 2017, mainly
Yeah,
because of Pikmin 4.
yeah, I would say, like, Tears of the Kingdom, I mean, just like a huge upgrade from even like Breath of the Wild, which was already one of my favorite games of all time. Then Pikmin 4, which is definitely up there as one of my favorite games of all time. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which is definitely looking to be like probably the best 2D Mario game from what I've seen, because it's real like it's going to be something completely new and really interesting. Like so, and I've always loved 2D Mario. Like, New Super Mario Bros. Was one of my first games ever. So, I'm really looking forward to this. And also, the Super Mario RPG remake as well. Since I'm,
Of course.
since I don't even have to explain how big of a fan I am of Paper Mario, so, the spiritual predecessor of Paper Mario getting a remake makes me beyond ecstatic.
It's actually going to be my first experience with the game.
Yeah, I actually haven't finished the original. I've played quite a bit of the original, but I need to finish it. I'm not sure if I should finish the original version before going into the remake, or just kind of get into the remake.
I'm thinking of just getting into the remake because it's going to be a new experience for me, and I think it's going
Yeah.
to be way better than the original.
And you know, I feel like this remake, even though it is a remake, I feel like this is almost something on the level of getting like a new Mario and Luigi game. Because we haven't really had anything like a traditional Mario RPG in quite a while. Like, the Mario plus Rabbids games are great, but they're not like RPGs in the traditional sense that a lot of people have been wanting. And then also Paper Mario, I liked Origami King, but it still isn't really a traditional RPG that a lot of people, myself included, have been wanting. So, like, an actual somewhat new experience, for like Super Mario RPG and everything, I feel like this is great. Like, and it does seem to be adding some new things to it, like on top of the new visuals. Like, I'm sure it will have a lot of quality of life updates, as well as that, like, there's like a new mechanic, it seems, in the battle system, like some kind of limit break meter, which looks pretty interesting. But yeah, I am really excited about the Super Mario RPG remake.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Honestly,
Mainly Mario Wonder is what I'm the most excited for, and also WarioWare Move It. I'm surprised we're getting another WarioWare on Switch, but I couldn't be happier. And it's a sequel to one of the best ones.
and you know, I actually haven't been this excited for a new Mario RPG since, Mario and Luigi Dream Team, I'd say. Like, for a brand new one. I know I've played, like, most of the other Mario RPGs after I played Dream Team, but I would say this is probably the most excited I've been for, like, something new in terms of that releasing.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
So, my friend's ready to join. I'm gonna create a different room now. Hey!
Hello?
Oh,
Oh, hi there.
So,
Need this. Huh? What's
so
up?
yeah, I have, the beach on the call here, so yeah.
Nice to meet you. Meech. Nice to
nice
meet
to
you.
meet you too.
But yeah,
Nice to meet
Demeech,
you, Todd.
but yeah, Demeech, this is my friend Grant.
Yes. That sure is
Thank you
me.
for granting me the opportunity to meet you. List the games that are so bad that they're good. You really don't find many games like that that are so bad that they're good. Usually games are so bad that they're bad.
Yes, I have to wholeheartedly agree.
Can you think of anything so bad that it's good?
Devil May Cry 2.
I will say Switch Sports is funny, but it's not good or something I'd want to play.
I know, like, a lot of the games that
Oh,
the Angry Video Game Nerd plays, I would say are probably so bad that they're good.
Shrek Fairy Tale Freakdown, maybe?
Yeah, I would say that's probably so bad that it's good, because it, like, you could have some enjoyment out of it. It's not, like, a boring bad game.
Yeah, I would say so. Maybe Madagascar's. I used to play that growing up. And it's like a shovelware Mario Kart ripoff, but with DreamWorks characters.
Aren't they making a new, DreamWorks, kart racing game? I think it's called, like,
Yeah, they are.
and then they're also making, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, which I'm looking forward to.
It
All-
seems like there are a bunch of Nickelodeon games.
Yeah, and it mostly seems like they're published by Game Mill. Oh, and also, I have the, if you want to join the tournament, I have the, like, the code is on the stream and everything. Actually, I'll send it in the chat too.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this tournament.
Yeah.
About,
Someone's asking, how did I get Gerald from Sid the Science Kid to be a voice actor for Leg Strap Day? Okay, so I got in contact with the original voice actor from Sid the Science Kid, Victor Wood, and all I did was contact him on Instagram and said, "Hey, I'd love to have Gerald celebrate Leg Strap Day with us on the channel," and he did a great job.
I was
So
thinking
just
for one of my subscriber milestones, like maybe 50,000 subscribers, I was thinking about having like one of the like actors from Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul to like say something, and I'll put it on the channel. Like I was thinking like Dean Norris, who plays Hank.
that could be cool.
Since I have referenced like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul on a few of my recent videos, have you seen the end of the Kablooey video?
I remember it.
Are we playing Twitch CC right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't mess around.
Actually, I got a completely out of left field question to ask. It's been a while since we actually saw each other in real life, Alex, and I was just wondering, how old are you now? It's
19.
been like, oh, 19.
Yeah.
And how old are you, Meech?
23.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Alright, now that that's out of the way, I actually got a song to sing, like I did last time I joined, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah, so let me get to a good point in this race real quick. Okay, I gotta be real quick about this. Games, I wanna win it all. Wanna win it all of the game. Every day again, I'm not teaming. Learn how to play. Just win it all, so I win it all. We're gonna win it all day. Okay, man, I'm not teaming. You just see me on last Hunger Games.
Luigi's sidekick said banger.
Yep. Excuse me.
Good job.
I had like a sneeze going on there for a second. Oh, I'm searching for a food job. You know, die health bar. Will regenerate. My rep begins to assassinate. Bring to the master of business. President. Roger, I win it. I didn't get your friends. So you mean the lobby? I just have my own clan. You have to give you a team. All I do is slay. Every the Hunger Games, I get maybe a line to play. Gotta get in the feel of the song, you know what I'm saying? Games, I wanna do it all. I wanna win all day. Again, I'm not teaming. Play. If I win it all, yeah, win it all. Win it all day. Teaming, I'm not teaming. Just teaming always. Games, I wanna win it all. day. I'm not teaming. I'm not teaming. To the world that I play. And that's it. That's the end of my
That
first
was a
song.
banger.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got
Thank
the
you.
Demuch seal of approval.
The what seal of approval?
Demuch seal of approval.
Oh, I thought you said blue steel, like from Zoolander. I was about to say. Alright, cool, but I got that. Okay, I'm gonna have another song to sing in just a sec. I just need to play the game first is all. So I actually haven't really been looking at the screen that much.
But yeah,
Okay, there we go. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm starting my second year of college in a couple weeks. Like I'm gonna move back in.
Oh, okay. Oh,
How
you
are you
mean
enjoying
your,
the college experience?
Oh wait, what did you
alright.
say?
How are you enjoying the college experience?
It's pretty good. I like the place that I'm at. Um, but yeah, I think my dorm situation for this year is going to be a little better than it was last year. Because I'm actually staying at like the I think the sophomore dorms seem a little nicer than like most of the freshman dorms. Do you know like the difference between like the pod style and the suite style dorms?
I don't. I actually didn't dorm since I went to a
Okay.
community college.
So basically, the one that I had last year was a pod style dorm where it's like there's basically like these different pods on each floor with a bunch of rooms, well, with two people in each room, and then there's like a bathroom and a kitchen area in the middle. Um, but I feel like probably like 12 to 16 people shared the bathroom. But this year, I'm actually doing a suite style, which is like two rooms connected to each other with a bathroom. And I think it's much nicer because only 4 people share a bathroom this time.
Oh, nice.
Only 4? That's crazy. I would expect like maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, because like each of the suites kind of have like a bathroom on the like a bathroom area kind of connected to the rooms. So yeah, I
You
like
found it
this.
difficult to make videos in college?
I've actually found it to be fairly easy because my the roommate that I had was actually like pretty good with me like making videos. He didn't really have a problem with it at all. He just said like just let me know when you record a video and then I'll either like be somewhere or I'll just do something at that time. But yeah, the roommate that I had really didn't mind, was completely okay with me making videos. And he was gone a lot of the time because he worked pretty late. There was actually like he like works like until like 3 a.m. I think, and then and he sleeps. He was sleeping in like all day sometimes, like up until like a lot of the time, like on usual days, it was like until like 11 or 12 during the day. But sometimes it was actually until like 7 p.m. like a couple times.
Sounds like my sleep schedule a few years back.
You know, there's actually a question I have. Was your roommate there when we went to Wilmington with Zach and them? See the Mario movie like a few months back?
Yeah.
He was?
Oh no, I thought you meant was he there in the room at the time. No, he wasn't there at the place.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Oh, the one friend that I had, he was on the same floor as me at the same building.
What do your roommates and friends think of you being a YouTuber?
Oh my roommate thought it was pretty cool. And my one friend Hunter that I actually have on stream sometimes. Yeah, he thinks it's pretty cool too. Like especially since I invite him to a lot of my streams and everything. So I was actually streaming with him a lot. Because I actually was able to stream like at my dorm and everything. So a lot of the have you noticed that I played like did a lot of like Mario Party 6 and 7 streams like earlier this year and
Yeah.
like late last year. Also the N64 Mario Party games as well. I was playing those with him since he really likes Mario Party and everything. He actually brought over his GameCube mic to play like Mario Party 6 and 7, and I actually bought one recently, so I don't have to keep using his.
Oh, nice. You should get the HDMI cables. The Retrobit, I think they're called. Really makes the games look incredible.
Yeah, I'll check that out sometime.
Yeah, I got them. I think it's the Retrobit Prism. I think that's what it's called.
Is
But
it that
really brings new life.
is it by the same company that makes the that one console that plays NES and SNES games?
No, I don't think they're made by Hyperkin.
Is that
Someone just left a comment, or someone said a comment. Two of them. Wiggler isn't good. He's just awesome. I guess it's
Yeah.
relating to the running gag of saying something and saying it's not that and just responding with a synonym for it. You gotta admit that one legendary tweet really led to a lot of mileage.
Wasn't that legendary?
Nintendo games aren't unfinished, they're just incomplete.
Okay. You know, speaking of, I actually do know a particular little fat child in my life who does love this stage a lot, Music Park. He's always talking about it like it's his favorite thing of all time. Like, I just can't really get enough of it. It's crazy. Anyways, I actually got another song planned after I complete this lap, that is, because I'm kind of sucking ass right now. Just gotta pull it up real quick with one hand. Somehow playing this with like a hand. You don't even know. You don't even want to know where my other hand is right now. It's on the controller. I'm
on the
joking.
controller.
I'm not saying it's like on my penis or anything like that. Anyways, let me pull it up.
You know, I'm kind of surprised.
I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of everything that don't quite feel the same. We are the fire, but we ain't with them. Now I can make you famous, put you in a mansion, that I'm in the frames. Money ain't the problem. Money ain't a thing. All my fellas popping and poppers from doing our thing. I'm tired of the talkers. I'm tired of the fakes. I'm tired of anyone who they all mean the same. I be popping bottles, sparkles and champagne. VIP my sex, well it's looking sexy, you know that be my bae. I'm tired of the liars. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of everything that don't quite feel the same. You got that fire, but with me it ain't the same. Now I can make you famous, put you in a mansion, design of the frames. Yeah, I could get you right. I could get you from the flight. We could roll the dice. Maybe you could spend the night. Still the seas of life, like you sharper than a knife. Chicken with the rice, mother with the loud pipes. You with the rice, diamonds under like a light. I got a question. Is that you good at popping your section? I got a ticket. It's fly to the city. I had it up into the ceiling. You can be like children. And the liars. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of everything that don't quite feel the same. Girl, you better liar. You're the same. Everything is in the pension and the hands. I'm tired of the cryers. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of everything that don't feel the same. Oh, you got that fire. You're the same. To the mansion, the flames. Down to the fires. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired. Yeah. La la la. La. La 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 la. La la. Oh la 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 la. That's my second song for the night.
By the
Good
way,
job.
do you want to do chat suggestions for songs?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I have a very random question, but have you modded your 3DS?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, I was just wondering because I know I've a few years ago I remember you played your 3DS a lot, but yeah, I modded mine last year, and
Oh, did you?
yeah, I've gotten like a bunch of themes on it, and then also like some game, well, obviously a bunch of games as well. I even made some themes.
Oh,
You
did
should
you?
get the Kablooey theme. It's on the theme plaza.
The Bluey theme?
The Kablooey.
Kablooey.
Oh.
It's like an obscure SNES game, one of the best SNES games.
Oh, Kablooey. Yeah, I remember playing that one time. Classic.
I remember I made quite a few 3DS themes.
That's cool. That's cool.
I made one of Cody too. I don't know if you saw that, Reese.
Yeah, I think I did. One time I set my 3DS to like this Breaking Bad theme, and I just shut it off and I like forgot about it for a month. And then I like took out my 3DS again, like it was on full volume, and it just blasted the Breaking Bad theme, and it just like jump scared me.
Yeah, I think modding the 3DS was one of the best things it could have done. I've modded many 3DS systems. I think I've modded nearly every 3DS model except for the original XL. Modded my friend's red 3DS. Modded a bunch of 2DS systems. New 2DS XLs. New 3DS XLs. I got one that I'm modding. It's the new black. I think the new 3DS is a pretty nice looking system.
Yeah, unfortunately they're pretty expensive nowadays, like ever since the 3DS was discontinued.
You might be able to find a good deal. GameStop sometimes has them. And I got a new 3DS XL for 139.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm probably going to sell my Japanese new 3DS since I don't really need it anymore. And this new 3DS XL has the IPS screens.
Why.
Yeah, that's mainly the reason why, because I originally got that new 3DS for modding. Like, I wasn't sure about modding 3DS systems. I haven't modded my personal one yet. But I realized that it's pretty easy and is pretty much risk-free. So,
Yeah, there was that one update a while ago that like there was like I'm not sure if it like bricked modded systems or like just didn't allow you to mod in general, but I just didn't update.
Change up the way you modded, but you can update and it's fun. If you ever need a tutorial, your buddy Anton has you covered.
Yeah.
I
thought
your name was the Meech, like Meech.
Oh, well, I have another friend named Anton.
Wow.
I was actually gonna meet up with him, but I ended up not going to Canada this summer. I am going to Canada during the winter though. During winter break, I'm going to Toronto, where I was supposed to go during the summer, but hopefully I can meet up with him then.
It seems like whenever we tried to meet up with Anton, it just didn't work out, because when I was in Toronto, I was thinking about meeting up with Anton and going to the Eaton Center. But no, I just ended up meeting Maple Miles. Invalid! Let's see how good your memory is, Reese. Do you remember his speech about how Battle League is going to be well worth the purchase? The one that
Yeah.
starts with Arit.
Yeah.
Arit just went down to microplay, and I got a game which
That
is
is
well
well
completed.
completed. And then
Compared to the
remember
naysayers.
that one video where he was like he was like recording the TV screen, like playing a random Thomas clip, and it's like this is
I've never
like.
heard you laugh that much.
And then another time, where another funny thing you showed me was that one guy like complaining about how you were like saying that the Wii U was better than the Switch.
Oh, I remember that. That was a long, lengthy DM that I got where someone was just saying
Or you said like the
Um,
Wii U has some aspects that are better than the Switch.
Like what?
virtual console, backwards compatibility, a better UI, more personality, Game and Wario.
What makes it more what gives it more personality than the Switch? You think?
The menu has music. You can see the system icons floating in the back. It has that Nintendo charm that was present in the Wii era that we don't really get now, but I mean, to be honest, I kind of like the Switch's UI because it's just quick to get into games.
Yeah. I feel like most of the personality now is in the games themselves rather than in the menus. Because, I mean, during the Wii U era, I feel like Mario games were kind of, like, lacking in personality, like with New Super Mario Bros. U and some of the spin-offs. But now I feel like...
exceptions, but it was very play-it-safe Mario, and I'm not a fan of that.
But now I feel like, we're kind of in, like, a resurgence of, like, more interesting Mario games, like Super Mario Bros. Wonder, things like that.
Outside the sports games, Mario on the Switch has been 100% factually hit. Unless we're counting Origami King, which is just good, but really isn't that creative. It's so weird. I don't understand why Paper Mario is the only series that needs to just remain stagnant.
I guess it's because no one really likes it.
At least he would say otherwise.
Since I've kind of been, like,
He doesn't
obsessed.
just like it. He loves it.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm well aware.
Well, at least Super Mario RPG is kind of satisfying that Paper Mario itch for me, because it's pretty similar to Paper Mario in terms of like design and everything, since it's basically the spiritual predecessor.
Robbie is asking you. He's starting up college. Do you have any advice for him?
I would say make sure you have make sure to study a lot. I mean, that's kind of obvious. I mean, I know, like, during high school, I feel like I didn't really study as much. I mean, I still got really good grades, but I feel like I didn't really have the need to study as much. But in college, I really feel like you should study, because I feel like the information you're going to have on, like, exams is more specific. And when, like, let's say, for example, like in calculus, like, if you do an exam, you're going to have a lot of open-ended questions. And if you get a certain problem wrong, you're not going to get the answer completely wrong. Like, you're not going to get 0 points for it. As long as you try and do some things correctly, you'll still get points for it. Like, so you have to study so you actually know... You kind of have to have a grasp of what you're doing in most topics, so... And I would also say have a good sleep schedule as well. Make sure they eat enough. Because, I mean, you want to make sure to stay healthy when you're taking a lot of classes. And I feel like I've made the mistake of staying up too late many times. So just try to have a decent sleep schedule at least.
That's good advice, even if you're not in college.
And also,
So, yeah, for
signing up for your classes, use Rate My Professor.
Excellent advice there. You can pretty much avoid having bad professors if you use Rate My Professor.
Man, my fucking feet smell. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyways, I actually got a new song to play.
Oh, and I have one more piece
Or
of
sing,
advice
I mean.
before you start.
Yeah, what's up?
If you're like at like a, if you're just depending on the size of the college that you're at, I would make sure to do at least like a one club or something based on something that you're interested in, because that's a good way of getting to know a lot of people, whether that be something related to like music or gaming or anything that you're interested in. I think that's like a good thing to do while you're in college, since you'll make some friends or get to know some new people.
Yeah, that all sounds like great advice. And he has some advice for you. Advice for your trip to Canada, Reese. Bring Tricky Nick with you. That's kind of another running joke on the channel where Tricky Nick always ends up in Canada with me.
Yeah.
Based on a true story, too.
That sounds absolutely hilarious.
It's funny when you get the context of it.
Alright, that's nice. That's nice. Anyways.
Lights. Flashing. Lights, 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 lights.
She don't believe in shooting stars, but she believe in shoes and cars. With floors in the new apartment, cooter from the store's departments. You more like loud Sardi. I'm more of a trips to Florida or a horse divorce. Leave the water straight from the page of your favorite author. The weather's so breezy, man. Why can life always be this easy? She in the mirror dancing so sleazy. I get a call like, where are you, Yeezy? I try to hit you with the Ola Rock till I get flashed by the paparazzi. Damn, these N-words got me. I hate. Okay, I can't say that. As I recall, I love you show off. But I never thought that you would take it this far. What do I know? What do I know? No. I know it's been a while, sweetheart. We hardly talk. I was doing my thing. I know I was foul, baby. But lately, you've been on my brain. And if somebody would have told me a month ago, front through yo, I wouldn't want to see it. If somebody would have told me a year ago, I'd get this difficult. Feeling like a Trina with no FEMA. Like Martin with no Gina. Like a flight with no visa. First class with the seat back, I still see ya. In my past, you on the other side of the glass of my memories museum. I'm just saying, hey Mona Lisa, come home. You know you can't run without it. Says I recall to know I love to show off. But I never thought that you would take it this far. What do I know? What do I know? No, as you recall, you know I love to show off. But you never thought that I would take it this far. What do you know? What do you know? No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Yeah, Kanye, yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's the end of that song.
So yeah, what are your feelings on the city tracks? I know a lot of people don't like the city tracks in the booster course pass, or like tired of them. But personally, I actually like them since they're basically preserving the content from Mario Kart Tour, since that game is inevitably going to be shut down at some point. So
Yeah. Well, it was nice joining the stream. I'm going to get something to eat now, but thank you for having me on as always.
yeah, thank you for joining.
Yeah, nice
Anytime.
meeting you, Damich. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Damich out.
Wow. What a guy. Anyways, I actually got another song planned to sing real quick,
Okay,
if you don't mind.
go ahead.
Yep. Yep. Let me pull it up real quick. See, I don't really know how long you do streams for, so I'm kind of doing a dynamic set list right now on my own end. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how many songs we fit in tonight.
Okay, I see Demichin game there.
When I was young, I never needed anyone. And making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Living alone. I think of all the friends I've known. But when I dial the telephone, nobody's home. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. Ought to be sure. Sometimes I feel so insecure. And love so distant and obscure remains the cure. Cure like the band, the rock band. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself. Don't wanna live all by myself anymore. He don't want to live by himself anymore. Cause he's all by himself. But he don't want to be all by himself anymore. Gotta drink the water real quick. When I was young, I never needed anyone. Making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself Oh,
Amazing.
no,
I think the
there's
chat
some
is.
more. All by myself. Don't wanna live. Ah. Oh, 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 oh. Excuse me. Don't wanna live by myself anymore. By myself anymore. Oh, 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 oh. Ah. All by myself, don't wanna live. I never, never, never. Oh, that's not it yet. Hold on. I never, never, never needed anyone. All by myself. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that was
all by-
amazing.
Yeah, that was all by myself by Celine Dion.
Yeah, the chat were definitely fans of your singing.
they?
Yep. Luigi Sidekick said, best singing ever.
Thank you, Luigi Sidekick. I know you were my biggest fan. But that's not it. I still got more sad songs where it comes from. Where it came
Worthy
from.
of being Song of the Year.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you. But that's not it. I got another sad song. Hope y'all aren't crying by then. This one's gonna be a tearjerker. If I can even find it. Oh, there it is. It's me, baby Kata. I have a huge diarrhea. If you fart like you don't care, raise your ball grows in the air. Wee oh yeah, pee pee poo poo wee wee oh pee 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 poo 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 wee wee oh yeah. When you top it, comfort stop. You feel like you reach the top. Choco balls are gonna pop when you sound a baby flop. Every poop is so fantastic. Every poop is so terrific. Everybody look at me. I'm making a poo poo pee. Wee pee wee poo wee wee yowie yowie pee pee poo poo wee wee yowie yowie pee wee poo poo wee wee yowie yowie pee 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 poo 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 wee wee yowie yowie. You got your magic tricks. Brown monkey does gymnastics. Tiny turtle magic breaks. My bitches trip my poop picks. Every poop is so fantastic. Every poop is so terrific. Are you ready for action? It's time to release the Kraken! Pee pee poo poo wee wee oh pee pee poo poo wee wee oh pee pee poo poo wee wee oh pee pee poo 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 wee wee oh. Man, drop it now! Thank you.
That was perfect. Because you should have did that one when Demeech was still on. Because Demeech
He's a big fan of poop.
Yeah, he's a known poop fan. Because every live stream since the beginning of the year that he's well, his own live streams on his channel, someone has mentioned poop in the chat, and he like for some reason like it always turns into a full conversation about poop on almost every live stream of his like on his channel this year. Like, and there was even this one account who watches his live streams who changed his name to Poop, just like just to liven up his streams sometimes, just so there's like someone named Poop in the chat. Yes, this is real. There's actually someone who changed their YouTube name to Poop.
Sounds like he's a big fan of poop, I guess.
I think Jack Attack Gaming is a fan of Poop too, because I think he was talking about it earlier.
Word.
So it's in the chat. If you look in the chat, you can read up and you can, or scroll up and you can read his chat there. I think he said something about Poop earlier.
Yeah, sounds like he really likes poop, it seems. Interesting, Demeech. I got one more song before I gotta leave, because my brother's calling me for something, like in the other room, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a fairly famous one. So let me find it.
Yeah, Jack Attack Gaming said, as a poop connoisseur, this is amazing.
Wow, that's awesome, buddy. That's awesome. All right.
The epic Demeech poop lore.
I'm sure this one's gonna make you, as they say, shit bricks. Anyways, what's with these homies dissing my girl? Why do they gotta front? What did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent? Woo-hoo, but you know I'm yours. Woo-hoo, and I know you're mine. Woo-hoo, that's for all the time. Ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. And you're merely tired more. I don't care what they say of us anyway. I don't care about that. Nope, I'm always near. I know that you need help. Your tongue is twisted, your eyes are slit. You need a guardian. Woo-hoo. And you know I'm yours. Woo-hoo. And I know you're mine. Woo-hoo. That's for all the time. Ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. And you're merely tired more. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Bang, bang, knock on the door, another ring, bang it on the floor. Oh no, what do we do? Don't look now, but I lost my shoe. I can't run and I can't kick. What's the matter, babe? Are you feeling sick? What's the matter, babe? What's the matter? What's the matter with you? What's the matter, babe? Are you feeling blue? Oh. That's for all the time. That's for all the time. Ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. And you're merely tired more. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. 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 That. Thank you. Alright, yeah, I'll talk to you later, man. I gotta go.
Yeah,
My
thank
brother
you.
keeps on calling
Yeah,
me.
thank you for joining.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for inviting me to play Mario Kart for a bit. Have a good night.
Yep. Good night.
Yep. Bye-bye.
But yeah, that was legendary. So yeah, I'm not sure how many rounds I'm gonna do here before I end the stream, but yeah, that was amazing. That was definitely an experience. Did you see the SpongeBob episode, where they turn Bubble Bass into the nostalgia critic, slash Mr. Enter? It's really the Patrick Show. Yeah, I saw the clips of it, and it was pretty funny. 11 out of 10, phenomenal. Yeah. Yeah, that was amazing. He ended it off like with the best one. You had to include Weezer as one of the ones. So yeah. Oh, and just we have another legendary person in the chat, Anton Retro. But yeah, you're welcome to join the stream if you want. Happy Wiggler Wednesday. You know, I find it interesting that Mario Kart 8 has been consistently one of the best, well, except for, like, Wave 1 and 2. Well, part of Wave 2, but, like, Mario Kart 8 has been, like, one of the best-looking Nintendo games for almost 10 years now. I would say the only games that have topped this visually are, Pikmin 4, I would say slightly tops it. Luigi's Mansion 3, I would say tops this. Maybe Mario Odyssey. I would say Mario Odyssey slightly tops Mario Kart 8. But, for the most part, Mario Kart 8 is, like, one of the best looking Nintendo games still to this day. Almost kind of makes sense why Nintendo hasn't made another one for so long. Like, this just holds up so well. But yeah, after this lap, I'll call you on Discord, Anton. Okay. Hey! Did you see, my friend's amazing singing earlier?
Unfortunately, I did not.
Oh, you missed it,
I was a bit late.
yeah.
I was just watching my sister playing Pikmin 4.
Yeah, he was, right before you joined this, or right before you joined, he was singing Buddy Holly by Weezer.
Nice.
And he also sang a bunch of other songs, too. He sang, one of the songs was about poop, which is pretty in line with Demeach. Though Demeach was actually on earlier too.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he missed the one song about poop.
That is quite unfortunate. Which is and pretty devastating that I missed that. But...
Yeah. But yeah, this time, thankfully, I'm not streaming from a hotel room, so
Yeah.
the connection's a lot better this time.
Yeah, it was interesting Wi-Fi, I guess. But it's okay now because you don't have that Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I'm actually in the comfort of my own hero's hideaway.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. For reference. Yeah, I've been playing Pikmin 4 though, recently.
Yeah, have you gotten to the second part of the game after you,
Not yet.
Okay.
So, because my sister's actually, she's gotten to the last area. She's been playing it a lot more, but right now I'm actually on the third area. She's been really playing it a lot, so, yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Like, I can't believe there's like a second part of the game.
Yeah, this game has a ton of content. Like,
yeah, there's so much. There's like once you finish the main story mode, there's two extra areas and even more stuff than that to do.
yeah.
It really opens it up, which I think is so cool. Because no other games really do that, where it's like you end the game and there's just so much more to do. Like Mario Odyssey was probably the closest to that. But it has such a, like, it's kind of weird. It's not even really could you even call it post-game? It's like...
Yeah, like Demeach and I said earlier, we really just consider the second part of, like, that other part to be just the second part of the game. Like, with the two other areas you get after that.
And it's weird how Nintendo didn't even advertise the other areas at all.
Yeah.
They only showcased those 4 areas in the game.
Yeah,
the house, they showcased the Hero's Hideaway. They showcased the Serene Shores, Blossoming Arcadia, and then the first area, Sunspeckled Terrace, quite a bit. But everything else they didn't show.
Yeah, I think it's good that they kind of made those areas a secret. Since
It's very rare that they do stuff like that anymore, is it? Like, most of the time nowadays, they tell you everything in the game. They tell you every character, every stage, every...
Kirby and the Forgotten Land, they even showed the final area in the trailer for that game.
That game had, like, some parts where it's like, yeah, like, the final cutscene, you know, like, at the end of the game. They showcased some of that, and even some of the cutscenes, which I find was weird. Whereas Pikmin 4, they kept a lot of it a secret. Although I remember being like, some people were kind of mad they showcased some of the other aspects of Pikmin 4. They should have kept those a secret, but I feel like there's so much stuff that isn't in there that is so cool. I'm joining the game though, Mario Kart. Hopefully it lets me in. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. It definitely has gotten higher and higher in my top 10 list as I keep playing it.
Yeah, I'd have to say it's now one of my favorite games of all time. And recently, I've been pretty obsessed with Pikmin. Like, remember when I sent you a bunch of Pikmin memes that I made?
Yeah, some legendary memes. There's so many cool things that have been added to the series. And just in general, it's cool to see that the game sold actually pretty well so far.
Yeah, I predict that this game will probably sell around maybe 4 to 5 million units, just due to the fact that there's, like, the advertising has been really good for Pikmin 4, and the fact that they also put Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Switch, I think
we have all the games now, so there's no excuse.
Hey, and we can't forget the fan advertising at Times Square.
Exactly. That really helped the game tremendously.
I'm sure somebody out there saw Olimar twerking at Times Square and said, I need to buy Pikmin 4 on July 21st. I need to get this.
exactly. The fans helped the advertising campaign. You know, if it wasn't
Yeah.
for us, the game, you know, would be nowhere there. But you know, we helped the game, which is fantastic. Yeah, it's pretty cool because like, really, Pikmin also they're very strategic because they didn't put the game around other big games. It's like if they had released
Yeah.
Pikmin 4 in like even like October or something, that would have been like the worst idea possible, you know?
Yeah, I was actually like, remember that one rumor that it was going to release the same month as Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah, I'm glad I don't remember about that rumor specifically.
That would have been
I
a
don't really-
really bad idea. Like, one, like, a lot of people
Yeah.
aren't going to be finished with Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't beat Tears of the Kingdom until, like, June, I think. Like, early June. So, there, like, the rumors were like, oh, like, Pikmin 4 is going to be, like, late May or something like that.
Yeah, it's good that the game was pretty much put into its own time. It pretty much gets the entire summer to itself,
Yeah.
right? Which is really nice. And then, not only that, in September you have the physical edition of Pikmin 1 Plus 2. So more Pikmin as well. Which I think is really nice. And then, Pikmin... Then after Pikmin, I guess, is, you know, you get, what's it called? Mario Wonder, I guess, is the next game after that.
Yeah, also, yeah, well, Mario Wonder, and then WarioWare and Super Mario RPG Remake.
Yeah, Detective Pikachu's are on there as well.
Yeah, actually, Detective Pikachu's before Mario Wonder.
Oh, okay. Early October?
Yeah, I think that's, like, beginning of October, where, you know, that game looks really weird graphically. Some
Yeah,
people
it
are...
looks like a Wii game.
Some people are saying it looks worse than the 3DS version.
I don't know about that necessarily. It does look better, but like not by much.
Yeah.
I wonder, though, why it took them like since 2019. Like,
And
they
then it
announced
looks
that
like
in
this.
2019. Yeah, like if it looks really nice, I'd be like, okay. I can understand why they took so long. But the fact is that they've taken pretty much since like Sword and Shield to make this, and Game Freak's been making like so many more Pokemon games. I don't know. I just find it really weird. That franchise, it's a bit worrying. And also, like, apparently there's a Pokemon Presents. Let's rumor. It's rumored that there's a Pokemon Presents happening on the 8th of August.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, and I do wonder, like, are they gonna announce anything new there, or?
I don't know. Probably they're
What
gonna
can
show
they
more...
even-
I feel like they're probably going to show more information about that Detective Pikachu and then also the DLC. So I'm probably not going to watch it. At least, like, watch it, like, when it happens.
Yeah.
So
I do wonder, like, what if they announce another Legends Arceus type game?
I honestly, I don't really want that to happen now. Because it still hasn't been a year since Scarlet and Violet were released, and the DLC hasn't released yet either. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, for some reason, like if they're going that fast paced with games, I could see them doing like an announcement of like a remake or something like Gen 5. I could see them doing something kind of outlandish. I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't happen because I don't think the game seems to be like that, you know, quick. But I could see them announcing something.
Yeah. Jack Attack Gaming said, Reese and Anton, what was your childhood game collection? And if 50% of it wasn't the late 2000s licensed kids games, you didn't have a childhood. Well, I had quite a lot of licensed games, so don't worry about that.
Me too.
I had SpongeBob the Yellow Avenger. I need to see what else I had, but the Toy Story 3 game. Lego
And a
Star
bunch of, like,
Wars.
Lego. Yeah, I had those. I had and I still have them all, but like a bunch of weird like random games on the Wii.
Yeah, I had this game called Smurfs Dance Party, which was like it's like a clone of Just Dance. I think it's made by Ubisoft too, but it's absolutely amazing. The best game of all time.
The only really good game I played on the Wii during a lot of the time was like Wii Sports Resort and Mario Galaxy. I think those were the two. But I didn't even play Mario Galaxy. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to access any level.
You know, for that's kind of how I felt with Super Mario 64 DS for a while. I just up until I was like a certain age, I forgot when, but like I remember when I first got the game for like a couple years, I just like went around. I think I probably got up to like I think I was just in the first few levels of the game, I was just like messing around and doing random things. I did manage to get like a few stars, but like I was just kind of like most of the time I was like messing around. Sometimes with my friends I'd do the versus mode in the game, and then also play the mini games as well, which I also played in New Super Mario Bros. DS. When I was playing more 2D games like New Super Mario Bros. DS, I kind of knew what I was doing there. Like I was able to beat the game when I was younger, but with more like open 3D games, I was just kind of messing around.
Yeah, that's. I remember I had gotten like Mario Galaxy probably in 2009, I think, because that was the last time I saw the save file for it. And then in 2009, like I got the game, and I guess I played the intro part because you have to. But I guess after that, I didn't know where to go next on the Common Observatory. I didn't know I had to like press like the Wii remote on the orbs in order to go to the levels. I didn't know anything. I had to play the game. No one helped me. I didn't know nothing, so I never played the game ever. So I literally just played the intro of the game, and then that's it. I mean, at that time I was like probably 4 or 5 years old, maybe 6. I don't know, but I was like really young. I didn't know what to do, so I never played the game ever until like 2017.
Oh,
I actually like played it.
Yeah. So Cole said, so are we not going to talk about what happened a few minutes ago, right? I didn't really see what happened, but I wanted to see if you would read the chat on stream because I'm starting to feel left out. Yeah, I'll read your chats.
Okay.
If the
I have
next
the chat up here as well.
If the next Mario Kart is called Mario Kart 10 or X, which game is the 9th? Tour. I would consider Tour the 9th. Honestly, like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like Mario Kart Tour, but I actually find it pretty fun for a mobile game.
It is a game. I mean.
Yeah. I would actually say it is better than some Mario Kart games. Like, I would say it's better the play than, like, the original
Super
Mario Kart and
Circuit.
Super Circuit. Arguably, even Mario Kart 64.
Yeah, 64 has some weird drifting and stuff.
And I would say-
I'm not a big fan.
I would say it's almost as good as Mario Kart 7, I would say.
It's actually kind of similar to Mario Kart 7 in a lot of ways.
Yeah. The engine, well, I mean, obviously it's probably using something different, but the engine seems to be kind of based on Mario Kart 7 a little bit.
And a lot of the courses are just ported directly from 7.
Yeah. Honestly, Mario Kart Tour seems to be carrying on the legacy of, like, the handheld Mario Kart feel. Like, it has a similar, like, DS had a similar, or Mario Kart 7 had a somewhat similar feel to DS, and then Mario Kart Tour kind of feels like both of those games, kind of. So I feel like Tour is kind of, like, carrying the legacy of, like, the previous handheld Mario Kart games, because it kind of does feel like both DS and 7 in a lot of ways, with how the game feels and the kind of the whole vibe of the game.
Yeah. I'm playing it a bit too, especially for the new courses. Like Piranha Plant Cove and Piranha Plant Pipeline.
And yeah, you know, that Piranha Plant Pipeline, that really seems a lot like a... I think that was actually kind of based on a beta DS track. The tracks really feel like the new tracks there kind of seem like a continuation of some, like, tracks you would see in, like, Mario Kart 7 or Mario Kart DS.
Yeah, especially Piranha Plant Cove, specifically.
You know, I actually wouldn't be surprised if some of the tracks in Mario Kart Tour were, like, scrapped ideas for either Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart DS, or even Mario Kart 8, but are just like kind of being added now and then being added to the booster course pass as well.
Yeah, it's honestly the pass has been really good, and honestly, like looking at some of the courses that they didn't include, they've actually picked a really well-rounded amount of courses. Like in general, like they picked a good amount from each game.
Yeah. I'm gonna read some of the chats here. Yeah, Tor has a ton of haters. Gladly, that's not even a factor to its mainline status. Yeah, I think Tor is. I would say it's good enough to be considered a mainline game, even though it's a mobile game. Jack Attack Gaming, well, not Switch Sports. I think you had a typo there, but Cole said, "Well, I'll tell you what happened a few minutes ago. So someone reminded me I drew some questionable Kamek art, and I told him not to bring it up in this fandom. Yeah, because I drew it in another server, which I'm not going to give the context in which the Kamek art is. Okay, well, I guess we'll not get into that then if you don't want to talk about it. So yeah, Reese's Breaking Bad, your favorite show of all time. You know, I would actually consider it my favorite show of all time now. I really enjoyed it. Anton, have you seen Breaking Bad yet?
I have not.
I definitely recommend watching it. Like, I would consider it my favorite show of all time now, and Better Call Saul is also really good too. I just started season 4 of that recently.
I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, the story is really good, the writing, and I really like the characters as well. It's just one thing that I've always liked, over the past few months of after watching Breaking Bad and everything. In both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, I really like how the characters are put into these situations where it seems like it's impossible for them to get out of, but they somehow do, and it just moves the plot really well, and it's just really enjoyable to watch, and it's just really entertaining. Just the story is really good.
Because I've heard a lot of good things about it.
But yeah,
I haven't really watched anything in a while.
Yeah, before I watched Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, I actually haven't been really watching much for a while. Before Breaking Bad, the last show that I was really, watching a ton of was, South Park and Family Guy. So, I think it's good that I'm actually watching, more, kind of more in-depth shows, I guess.
Yeah, more story-driven.
Yeah.
Like Paper Mario.
Yeah, it's a Paper Mario reference. It has a story.
On the Nintendo 64 and GameCube. And Super Paper Mario.
Super Paper Mario actually has the best story in the series, despite having different gameplay.
Yeah, I've actually been playing the original Paper Mario on NSO recently. And it's a good way to play the game. I've always gotten really far into the game on the N64, on the Xbox. And on the I gotta say play Paper Mario on the Xbox. I actually did, and it had some weird glitches and stuff. But I remember playing. I got so close. I've never been to I've always gotten to Shy Guy Toy Box, and then after that, I'd usually just that's where I left off when I played it a while ago.
Yeah. So the next thing I wanted to talk. Oh, Soshi's here. Welcome, Soshi. You missed the beach and my friend Grant were on here earlier. This is actually the second time he was on a stream, but Grant was singing a few different songs on there. One of them was about poop, and then he also did a few other ones as well. But yeah. Oh yeah. Yoshi has great games. Go ahead, scream. Because Cole's here, and then Soshi. Yeah. But did you see my Anton? Did you see my community post thing from earlier?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it again in the chat here. So basically,
I seen this. I seen it.
yeah. So basically, I'm gonna explain it to the chat. So yeah, earlier I made a community post. I also posted this to a couple social media platforms too. But basically, 6 possibilities for something that Nintendo could potentially do with either upcoming games or DLC or updates for Mario games that are already out. So one of them is newcomer DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That includes 6 characters that have never been in Mario Kart before, and that are Goomba, Egad, King K. Rool, Foreman Spike, Geno, and Cappy. And then the next one is a new Super Mario Bros. Style versus mode in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Then the next one is a port of both Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario on the Switch. And then the next one is Mario Strikers Battle League, an overhaul update with 4 new characters, new stadiums, new items, terrain options, and a challenge mode. Then new game styles with new Super Mario Bros. DS and Super Mario Land 2 for Super Mario Maker, or Super Mario Maker 2 specifically. Then Waluigi and Wario Land characters for WarioWare Move It. So which which 3 would you pick?
That I'd want?
Yeah.
Or let's see. I'd probably say Switch ports with Paper Mario and Super Paper Mario for sure. Super Mario Maker 2 new game styles. And then I'd also do newcomer DLC.
Oh, my video cut out. Hold on. I accidentally unplugged. I think I accidentally unplugged something here. Wait, hold on. Like, yeah, that was weird. And I got a communication error too. That was weird.
I'd probably pick those.
So she said, I basically had a heart attack when I saw the Pac-Man cartoon title card when Scott mentioned Boomerang's lineup. Yeah, yeah. I watched some of the new Scott the Woz video. I didn't watch all of it though. Cole said, the fact that you said Yoshi games are good, give the fact I exist pure bloody pain. That is, if I still hated Yoshi, which I have mixed feelings about Yoshi, so now, deal with it or leave. And then so she said, well, yeah, you literally got mad at the fact that I said Yoshi's Island was my favorite game a while ago. Yeah, I had some technical difficulties for a couple minutes, because for some reason, I think I accidentally knocked because the plug is, like, really close to me, so, well, with the thing that connects my TV and Switch specifically, so I think I accidentally, knocked that one out, but yeah, everything's good now.
Yes, I'd probably pick those. Wait, so which ones would you pick?
I would pick the top 3 options on that image, so Mario Kart, and then, the Versus mode for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and then, the Paper Mario ports. I mean, everyone probably saw that coming, that I'd pick that one.
Like, you don't pick the Paper Mario ones. It'd just be like...
You know, I'm actually kind of half expecting Nintendo to drop Thousand Year Door, at least Thousand Year Door, maybe Super Paper Mario on the next Direct. Like, they're gonna say, like, after they have a segment Super Mario RPG Remake. They're like, we have multiple Mario RPG titles available on the Nintendo Switch, and they say like stuff about like you can play the original Paper Mario game on Nintendo Switch Online, and Paper Mario: The Origami King also available on the Nintendo Switch. Then we also have Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, which is the first game in the Mario & Luigi series on the Game Boy Advance on the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. And then they may or may not talk about the Mario plus Rabbids games, but because they're technically RPGs, but not always included as the Mario RPGs. But then after that, they're like, before the Super Mario RPG remake, we have one more Mario RPG you can experience on the Switch. And then they show off like Thousand Year
Sticker
Door.
Star. Like, hey
Yeah.
guys, Sticker Star is coming back to Nintendo Switch. Experience this captivating story in HD with shiny stickers. And on top of that, we're also going to add extra content called the Sticker Chronicles, which is more stickers that you can get in the game. So we hope you enjoy. And then, yeah. I'm so excited.
You know, I feel like, Nintendo is most likely going to do a Direct this September, just due to the fact that we have so many games with so much information that has to be revealed about them, and then also, like, the potential for other 2024 games, and then the information we need to know about the new Peach game, and the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon remake. It's definitely refreshing to have a shorter window between between one Direct and the next Direct. I mean, we haven't had that for 2 years, so it's kind of refreshing to see that like shorter time between Directs.
Yeah. I am like interested though.
Wow, I could stay perky in HD. Holy crap.
I'm interested though to see like, you know, what kind of stuff, because there is, you know, rumor about the next Nintendo Direct, right? I mean, the next Nintendo console being for next year. And I don't know, like what would it has to have backwards compatibility. It has to.
Yeah, I made a video about that a couple days ago.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a very bad decision for their next console, especially since they're releasing so many heavy hitters now on the Switch. Like, it's almost similar to similar to the Wii before the Wii U launched. Like, we got games like Skyward Sword, Kirby Return to Dreamland, and Mario Party 9 really close to the Wii U launch. So yeah, I feel like that would be a pretty bad decision if they...
It would be weird, honestly. Like they kind of have to, I think.
Yeah.
The new console at this point. 2025 would be kind of far, I think, and also like most series have wrapped up on this console anyways.
Yeah.
Like, Pikmin, I don't think you're gonna have Pikmin 5 anytime soon. I don't think you're gonna have Mario Kart 9 on the system.
I don't think
there's gonna
be another Paper Mario game on the Switch, especially since we got the Mario RPG remake.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get another Xenoblade game either. We may get Xenoblade X, that is a possibility, but we're probably not gonna get anything from Monolith.
Actually, I think Xenoblade X might be like an early title for like the next console, like a 4K version of Xenoblade X might be like, they might do something like Xenoblade X Definitive Edition, and that's like one of the maybe not a launch title, but like an early title for like the Switch 2. And it might be on the Switch as well. Like, they might do, like, a version that's not as powerful on the Switch. But it could... I feel like that might be a dual release type thing. Like, Xenoblade X Definitive Edition.
How do you think they're gonna handle it? Like, is it gonna be, like... Is Nintendo gonna still make Nintendo Switch games? And then there's, like, games that, like... the thing is, I just don't know how they're gonna do it. Because with other consoles, it was easier for them to just move on.
Yeah.
But I guess really the closest thing we have in terms of a similar situation is from Wii to Wii U, which they kind of stopped supporting pretty early on.
Yeah.
System.
It also might be like But there's also like the handheld consoles as well, like the Game Boy Color to the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Advance to the DS, and then the DS to the 3DS. I think it might be kind of similar to that as well.
Do you think they'll make some like maybe not necessarily dual release, but like do you think they'll make like a game that's for kind of like both and it works on both and takes advantage of both? Like not separate games themselves, but like you know those the black cartridges for Game Boy?
Yeah.
So it's like those where it's like if you put it on an actual Game Boy, it's in you know, grayscale. But if you put it in a Game Boy Color, it takes advantage of the Game Boy Color features, like how the Color Dungeon, if you put it in a Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening, where it's like, you know, if you play this game, it will get enhanced. But I don't really know, like, I'm just confused on how they're gonna really try and migrate everyone over seamlessly, and keep the Switch relevant, because that's the thing, right? The Switch branding is also very popular, but I feel like another big problem is that I'm not sure if a lot of people are gonna move on to a new system that quickly. I think Nintendo may have a problem with that, because like a lot of people, like I mean, for us it's different. We're gonna try to get a new console, but for a lot of parents and people, like kids who just have a Switch, they're probably not gonna buy a Switch, the new console, to play those new games for a long time if they have a Switch that plays everything already and plays so many different games. So that's what I'm a little worried of Nintendo, like really sort of abandoning and just moving on, is that it might not be the best situation. Like what they did with the 3DS is actually pretty good. Where they kept it going for a bit with new games.
Yeah.
When the game should have been actually on Switch, but that's a point. That's a different point. But
And you know, I feel like the transition to the Switch 2, if Nintendo pulls it off correctly, I feel like they could actually do it pretty well, since it might be a similar situation as like going from the DS to the 3DS, or going from the PS4 to the PS5. Something like that, where it has like it's the Switch to the Switch 2. That would probably be the easiest thing to like call it. Like keep this
to Switch 2.
The problem with the Wii U is that like it's still like U kind of seems like, oh, that's like an expansion to the Wii or something like that. It wasn't. If the Wii U was called the Wii 2, I almost guarantee it would have sold like at least like double the copies that it, or double the systems that it sold. Like if it was called something like the Wii 2,
or if it was called Wii HD or something, and you could play your Wii games in HD.
I don't.
What do you think if they did that?
Well, if it released like a couple years, if it released like around 2010, and they had like the Wii HD, maybe that would have been pretty successful. But in 2012, I feel like doing something like the Wii 2 would have been like more successful rather than the Wii U. The Wii 2 probably would have sold fairly well. Probably not as well as the Wii did, because I mean the thing is with the PS1 to the PS2 didn't really sell off of the namesake, rather the fact that it had it supported DVDs. But
yeah,
there are other consoles that do have like the recognition of like having another number on it, like I guess the PS2 to the PS3, which would probably be the most comparable from going from the Wii to something like calling it the Wii 2. But yeah, I think the Switch 2 could actually work as like a title. Like even though that's pretty simple, I think it could possibly work. Even something like the Nintendo, like even, I know this sounds kind of corny, but like the Super Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch Advance, the Nintendo Switch Ultimate, something like that. Maybe not Ultimate, since there'd be more after that, but like something like that, like something that sounds like it's like replacing the Switch basically, or is a completely new edition of it. I think that could possibly work if they pull it off well. And it seems like a different console than the Switch. Like the Joy-Cons are upgraded, but it still has things like backwards compatibility, the basic functions of the Switch. That's why I think it's probably going to be like the upgrade from the DS to the 3DS.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of, I feel like Nintendo really has to try and get it right, because I feel like if they get it wrong, then we're gonna really see a big problem.
Yeah.
With them trying to get people in. Like, if there's no...
If it's not successful, I think it's, like, at the very least, it's probably gonna... Like, if it sells poorly, I don't think it's gonna hit Wii U numbers again. Because I feel like the Wii was a much different situation, because the Switch, I feel like, while it does capture a lot of casual audiences, it does market itself more as, like, a traditional gaming console than the Wii was. Even though it does, like, it's much more casual than the other systems. I feel like it does capture a slightly different audience than the Wii. Like, rather than, like, your grandma playing this console, it's more of, like, both hardcore gamers and younger gamers and people getting into video games for the first time are playing the Switch. It seems like it is much more, like, oriented on, like, actual games than the Wii was. So I feel like going to the next console, it's probably going to be more like how successful the PlayStation consoles were when going from one console to the other. I feel like when people are going to see the Switch 2, they're going to be talking about it like the Switch 5, if they brand it that way. Or like the PS5. Like...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think as long as they try and, I guess, bring people over with, like... That's the thing, the worst thing they can possibly do is, like, hey guys, the Switch 2 includes, like, throwing ability. Like, now you can throw your Nintendo Switch around and like, we have a new feature. Or
yeah.
Something. Like, that's the worst thing they can do is, like, some weird gimmick where it's like, okay, guys, now we're not using cardboard. You can actually put your Switch underwater, and then we have some, like, underwater games. You can, like, I hope they don't do something weird like that.
Yeah.
Like, we have this new game that you can, like, drop your Nintendo Switch from, like, a building, and it will work. And we have this new game that goes along with it. Like, I hope they don't do something weird where, like, I just want a console that just plays games and has improved Joy-Cons, like, I wonder if maybe they change the joysticks and have new Joy-Con types. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but I do also wonder the launch game. Some people are throwing on, like, Metroid Prime 4.
Metroid
that
Prime
can't
4 is
be the only launch game. There
not
has to
the
be something
only
else.
one. I think it's going to be one of them, but I think the other big one is probably going to be a new 3D Mario game.
Yeah, because Metroid Prime 4 cannot be the only launch type.
Yeah, even though we're getting Super Mario Bros. Wonder this year, 2D Mario and 3D Mario are developed by two separate teams, and we haven't had anything from the 3D Mario team recently. Well, at least not a full game recently. So I think it is safe to say that they're working on something new. I do think there is still the possibility it could be an Odyssey 2. Like, I think that would still make sense on, like, the next console. Like, if it has the Switch 2 branding and everything, I think it would kind of make sense if they did, like, an Odyssey 2. Maybe have it as a dual release on both consoles. And then maybe have, like, certain features only available on the Switch 2 version of it. But yeah, I think Odyssey 2 could work. It could be something completely different, but I feel like there's still a lot of potential from the Odyssey formula that has been untouched.
Yeah, there's so much they can do. Like, it'd be a wasted opportunity for them to abandon it and do something else.
But I feel like the sequel to Odyssey isn't going to be just like a straight up Galaxy 2 thing. I think it's probably going to be more than we expected. So probably like the difference between 3D Land and 3D World. And then maybe even like
maybe like a more open approach.
Yeah.
They were kind of experimenting with Bowser's Fury for that, right?
Like maybe they still do like segmented worlds, but they have them much more open in like a much bigger game. And then also they could have like a different theme this time. Like it could be about like time travel or something like that, since that seems like the next logical step from like traveling around the world. They could do like time travel, keep like the Cappy mechanic and everything, because that has like a ton of potential, but also like build off of it, have new moves, have like
what if it is legitimately open world? Like, what would you think of that? Like, you can travel from, you know, the entire world. It's like seamless.
Yeah, I think that could work, but if if they want to kind of structure it like a regular Mario game, I think they could do. I don't think they're gonna have it fully open world. If they do something open world, I think it's gonna be like Sonic Frontiers, where there's multiple different locations rather than just like one large open world. Or also, I guess, like Legends Arceus as well. I think they're probably gonna do like multiple large areas.
Yeah, multiple large areas, but it'd be cool if, like, you could go to them seamlessly. Like, you don't have to go through a loading screen or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know, just an idea, because they did it with Bowser's Fury, so I'm wondering if they're really thinking about the idea.
Yeah, the only thing with that is that I feel could hold back the game is that I feel like they might be a bit limited on the creativity of each world. Like, I feel like they have to fit within some kind of boundary of how the worlds can kind of connect together. Because Bowser's Fury is amazing, but it didn't have like a ton of variation between the different like styles of the islands and everything. So I think they should do like maybe like multiple worlds that are around the same size as the Bowser's Fury world. Like still technically partially open world, but like still kind of partially segmented as well. Like, there still are different, like, loading areas, but they still kind of keep some of the, open world aspects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, too. I just think it's, like, for how long it's taken them, I'd expect something pretty big.
Yeah.
And pretty, like, really pushing Mario to its next, direction. Because that's what you really need with a new console, right? To get people over. You have a game specifically for it. Yeah, so I don't know. And it's really hard to say, like, what else they can do with even, like, Smash Bros. Unless they make a deluxe version. So I don't know if you've seen, like, Sakurai's latest video. Or heard about it.
Yeah, I've seen, like, some of the screenshots from that video.
Yeah, in that video he was talking about like, kind of the development of Brawl, and then he was talking about that it was like an interesting kind of development thing because they'd announced the game before he even really knew about it. And then Nintendo was gonna work on it, but then he decided to come in and help direct it.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna do one more round, then I'll end the stream.
Alright. Yeah, what do you think they do with Smash Bros, though?
Realistically, I think they're probably gonna do, like, the deluxe approach, and rather than,
me too.
do a completely new game, they'll just do, like, a port of Ultimate. Though they could make it somewhat interesting, and maybe have, like, a new like a Subspace Emissary style story mode on it, like, because I know a lot of people have been wanting that, and like, if that's like the one thing, I mean, that might take the effort of like a full game, but if that's like the one major thing that they do, along with like a couple new characters, like let's say they maybe add like 4 or 5 new characters, a few new stages and things, and then add that a story mode on top of it, I feel like that could probably work pretty well.
Yeah, I think so too. Because they're gonna make a Smash Bros. For the next console, there's no doubt about it, especially with the sale.
What do you think they would call it? Because Smash Ultimate is already called Ultimate, so that would be kind of...
I think they put themselves in such a weird situation with that game, where it's like they truly tried to do like the best they could possibly do with it.
Yeah.
There's really no room to grow. I mean, like, there is room to grow, but like, I don't know, even like what they did with the game was really cool, and they include so many great characters.
Like, I mean, the title of the game isn't a lie. It is the ultimate Smash game.
Yeah.
Like,
and I assume they intended it to be the final game in the franchise,
but I mean,
and I remember like years ago, Sakurai was being like, "Oh, this is a pretty rare to get all these characters in. I don't know if you'll be able to do this again." But the thing is, that was before the Switch became one of the best-selling systems, and Nintendo became like a lot more popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it made sense that as a smaller, you know, install base and lower Smash Bros. Sales that they might not be able to. But at 30 million copies sold, you'd think that they'd probably be able to get all the licenses for everything again and add more. So
Yeah.
I could see it happening.
Yeah,
or else like the other thing they probably would do is they could either make a 3D fighter game. But again, the thing is, this is the biggest thing they can't mess up on, is that casual people buy the game for the characters and the content added, and not necessarily the fighting mechanics itself. So if they were to do like, oh, we're gonna make less characters and have like more improved fighting, I don't think it would see as well of sales, because people aren't all into the fighting as much as, like, you know, you have the competitive people, but most people who buy the game are just buying it for the characters and as a party game. So
yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream soon. But yeah, 2004 was the year of best sequels. Yeah, we got Thousand Year Door, Pikmin 2, Spider-Man 2, Shrek 2, Half-Life 2, so many different things that year. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching the stream. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server if you want to. Goodbye.